Hi guys, so I love using Army Painter speed paints, and for about the past 6 months I've been saying I wish they did some metallic ones, and well, lo and behold, they do now. So I was very fortunate enough that Army Painter sent me this nice big mega box set thingy speed paint 2.0, you know what I mean, and yeah, this turned up and just look at all these lovely colours, and obviously more importantly for me, there's metallic in here which is just absolutely awesome. So if you've been watching my videos where I've been painting miniatures, you'll know how much I love using contrast paints, speed paints. But one thing I'm always sort of saying is I don't have many sort of colours or variety of colours. Where, well, I think this box set has now given me everything I need. So obviously I want to print out a miniature to paint, but I don't want to just do a sort of normal figure with a sword. I want something that's got obviously a lot of metal on it to really sort of, well, make the use of these paints. So going over to my mini factory, my usual or favourite sort of model maker over there, Mr. Modulork. Just because obviously, well, he does a whole lot of orcs, which I absolutely love. And this is the chap that I'm going to print out. As you can see, yeah, lots of sort of metally sort of gear bits on him. And the great thing with these figures are they are so interchangeable as you print them out in sort of body parts. And as you can see, here are all those body parts. So I was recently sent an Elegoo Mars 3 Pro to try out, so that's what I'm going to print these out on. And as you can see, the detail in these miniatures are just phenomenal, and they all come, well, you can have them pre-supported, unsupported, lychee, all kinds of other sort of flavours. But yeah, I love the pre-supported as well, they always come out just perfect. So Elegoo also sent me some resin, and it's this ABS like photopolymer resin jobby. Yeah, haven't used this sort of stuff before. Printed the miniatures out, obviously they've all come out perfectly, come off the supports nicely, and yeah, I kind of love how they feel. They don't feel as brittle as normal resin. I mean, they don't feel like they're sort of plastic or rubber, but yeah, they don't feel like if you drop these they're going to sort of break and snap. So there's definitely a bit more of a softer sort of feel to them, which is yeah, which is really nice. That's the one thing I do hate about the resin sort of miniatures. You drop them, they break. So as I mentioned, I love the fact that these do come in sort of parts, the legs, the torso, arms, legs, feet, weapons, all the rest of it, which means you really can sort of print out loads of figures from Mr. Modulork and then make up your own sort of like looking miniature. Yeah, just because they are so interchangeable, which is just awesome. So it didn't take long, obviously just simply gluing it all in place. And then I can get onto the fun part of painting this and seeing just how good or bad these metallic paints are. So usual painting technique, prime in black and then good old dry brush grey. Yeah, I generally dry brush when I'm doing the dry brush in grey. It's a dry brush, but there is sort of a reasonable amount of grey on there, just because I want to get some good coverage. Obviously this won't go into all the nooks and crannies, because obviously I want them to be nice and dark. But yeah, it does do quite a good bit of coverage. And then doing the old dry brush in white. I normally let this sort of dry for about a good 10 minutes before sort of trying it out. Just so it is obviously fully dried, and then yeah, just dry brushing with white. And I just love how this makes the model look, so you really can see all the detail in it, as well as obviously say all the nooks and crannies being nice and sort of dark, and obviously the recesses. And yeah, this is another reason why I love Mr. Modulork's miniatures. So they really are highly detailed and well, just look awesome, as well as obviously the fact they are all orcs, and as we all know, I just love orcs. And there we go, he's looking great, all ready for some speed painting. So I'm going to start with a skin. I've got an orc skin from Speed Paint, but I prefer the look of this ghillie dew thingy. I do like trying out different greens on orcs. So yeah, going to give this one a go. So these are all from the new sort of mega set. So I haven't used any of these sort of colours. So yeah, it's going to be nice sort of trying them out. Well, what I will be doing soon is printing out 50 sort of similar miniatures, and then just using the paints over all of them, just so I can see exactly how they look. Because obviously these paints are sort of mainly made to go over like a white sort of base. So yeah, so doing this dry brushing, obviously the effects I'm going to get are going to be a little bit different from sort of the effects that were sort of possibly intended. So yeah, it'd be cool to sort of see just how these colours look. So now onto the exciting bit, we're going to try out the metallic colours. So starting with the bronze, I've given it obviously a good old shake prior. Just obviously mix it all up. There are metal balls in these tins, so yeah, hopefully it should sort of mix up really nice. So first thing I noticed is it goes on really lovely. I have used quite a few sort of metallic-y looking paints, and sometimes they can go on thick, sometimes they can go on watery, But yeah, so far so good. This paint really does go on lovely. It's sort of great coverage, and yeah, it just goes in everywhere. So really nice. So yeah, I'm going to use obviously a smaller brush for some areas because this paint is obviously wetter than your sort of typical kind of paint. It doesn't sort of spread, which is good, but it does go on, well, say really nice. And yeah, so far, yeah, loving how it all looks, and it seems to be working well with the dry brushing underneath. So yeah, so far so good. So if there's anything you guys want to see me try out with the old speed paints, let me know in the comments, guys. As yeah, I'm here to sort of like, well, show you what these sort of paints can do, and how obviously easy they are to use. Because say someone like me, who's definitely a noob painter, using this sort of army painter speed paints and getting some real decent results. And obviously they can be taken further. You can obviously do a lot more highlights and all the rest of it over the top. But for me, yeah, the sort of how these come out is just perfect and definitely tabletop ready. So again, the silver, yeah, it's going on lovely, just like the bronze there. Lovely and wet, nice coverage, and a thick coverage as well. I know in the past I have struggled with some silvers where they go on and they are just watery, and you normally have to do like 2-3 coats. Whereas this, say, it's got a lovely wet feel to it, but yeah, definitely goes on a treat. So yeah, guys, just to say, I am a noob painter. So yeah, when it comes to sort of technical terms, I know none of them. So you'll definitely hear me speak in layman's terms, simple terms, mainly because I don't know any technical terms. So yeah, if you want any technical terms, yeah, there's loads of other painters out there that'll be able to give you all those sort of lovely fancy words. But for me, yeah, if a paint's wet, it's wet. But it goes on really well. And obviously this is the result, which I think is just amazing. So this miniature, all in all, not including the priming and the dry brushing, probably took about 10 minutes to get all the paint on this. So yeah, I mean, that's just amazing. 10 minutes work, and this is what I've got. So yeah, definitely thumbs up for the metallic paints, as I think they've yeah, they've done the job. Definitely speed paint, and yeah, looking good. So I'm excited to try out the rest of the paints from this Speedpaints Mega Set 2.0, as yeah, I really want to see just how they all compare. As it's lovely the fact that there's so many sort of like reds and blues and greens and things, just so I can obviously get the variety of colour. Yeah, I've been wanting for so long, because obviously I have been using the same sort of paints or paint colours in quite a lot of my miniature sort of painting videos. So yeah, it'd be nice to sort of try out a whole variety of colours. So yeah, guys, I will be doing a video where I'll be sort of trying out all 50 of the paints, just to see how they look on a white sort of primed miniature, as well as how they look on the sort of dry brushed miniatures that I kind of do. I hope you liked the video, guys, and you enjoyed it and it was informative. Yeah, let me know in the description down below anything you'd want to sort of see me do with the rest of the sort of speed paints I've got, or what you thought about this fella. And if you're new here and you like what I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and where possible, guys, please share the video, as it does obviously help my channel grow. Okay, guys, there's another video on the screen. Give that a click and try that one out. And a big thank you to Chaos Cards and all my lovely patrons for helping sponsor the channel and, well, helping keep it going. Okay, guys, you take care. Bye for now.